The 14th verse says, is there anything? Somebody shout anything. Too hard for the Lord. The verse says, at the time appointed, I will return unto thee according to the time of life, and Sarah shall have a son. But the part of this verse, the A part of this verse that I want to embrace today, and I want you to allow me to use it for a simple subject today, is there anything too hard for the Lord? I need you to just ask somebody in here, is there anything? Come on, say it like you mean it. Is there anything too hard for the Lord? Y'all work with me. I'll get out of here in about 15 minutes, but I feel Jesus already, buddy. Yes, is there anything too hard for God? Well, when we consider the times that we're living in now, we're living in some very tumultuous times. We're living in times, amen, where crime rate is at an all-time high. Living in a time, amen, when diseases and measles and epidemics are going through our nation. We're living in a time where our school systems are failing, and it seems like that our children cannot obtain the education that they so necessarily need, that they so desperately need. Amen. Our economic systems are failing, and there are layoffs on the job, there are furloughs on the job, and there's unemployment all around us. But I come to ask somebody a question today. Is there anything too hard for God? Regardless of all of the impossibility, all the impossible indications around us, we just got to be for real about this thing and realize, amen, that there's some stuff around us that doesn't look too good. There's some challenges that we're facing in our lives that are difficult, and if we really were to tell the truth, amen, some of us have thought about giving up. Some of us have thought about throwing in the towel because it seems like the pressure of life has been unbearable. Amen. But we're living in a time where we have to trust in God. I wonder if there's anybody here that is trusting God, regardless of the situation, regardless of everything, every obstacle, every hurdle that you encounter in your life. I am trusting in the Lord. There was a man by the name of Lazarus, and the Bible said that Jesus was informed that Lazarus was dead, and the scriptures go on to tell us that Jesus loved Lazarus, and Mary and Martha, however, even with the intensified love that he possessed for them, what to the natural eye looked hopeless, amen, Jesus walked into that hopeless situation and turned it around. I just come to encourage somebody that even though your situation looks dismal, even though your situation looks hopeless, and it looks like, amen, that there's no hope right now in your life, in your marriage, on your job, in your church,